Welcome to Overnight SEO. I appreciate you coming to this landing page to learn a little bit more about what we do and how we help you get more leads and get more visibility for your business. A little bit of background. My name's Scott. I'm the founder of EST Marketing Group, and I've been helping businesses for about 10 years get more visibility, lead generation, and revenue from digital marketing strategies. So I'd love to walk you through a little bit real quick how we build together a system that will allow your business to get found in Google and ultimately allow you to get more revenue and more calls coming in passively so that you don't have to invest on a monthly basis into these channels that once you exhaust your funds, they disappear, they go away. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a look at your competition. We're going to take a look at the market that you're in. So you provide a specific service, whether that's a type of legal service or whether that's something adjacent to legal services. We're going to take a look at that specific search term, but we're also going to look at the location in which that term, in which you want to be found for that term. So for example, if you're in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and you're a personal injury attorney, well, we don't just care about the terms dog bite attorney or slip and fall attorney or car accident attorney. We care about those terms in proximity to where your potential clients might want to be found. And maybe you service all of Tennessee, maybe you just service, Chattanooga. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at that market and see, hey, who shows up today in that market when somebody searches that term? What does Google do when somebody searches that term? Who's in the map? Who's in the AI response? Who's paying ads? And who shows up organically underneath, some of those additional channels that populate in Google? So we're going to take inventory, take stock of all of that. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at your site and see how well is it performing today. Now, maybe you have a great site. Maybe you need a great site. No matter where you are, we're going to be able to kind of build that bridge to where we ultimately want to go. Now, the biggest question that we get is around budget. How much should I be spending on this? Most other agencies that work with law firms and wealth management firms, they have a starting cost of around $10,000 to $20,000 per month for this type of engagement. The good news in working with somebody like me is that we are not going to start our bidding with something quite that high. Now, competition may tell us that we need to spend that high, but right out of the gate, we're going to figure out the budget that makes the most sense to try to catch, who our competitors are, to try to get your phone ringing 2 times to 5 times as many times as it is right now. So we're going to work together to build up to ultimately what that should look like. But your fees don't need to exceed $10,000 or $20,000 unless that's where we ultimately want to be within 6 to 12 months from today. What I love about what I do is oftentimes agencies that I compete with, they treat these types of engagements as transactional. They just want you on their MRR. They want you as a retainer, and they want to, charge you about 70% margin for the services that they're offering. 70% of what you're paying every single month is going to go to the profit and the time and the consulting. Only about 30% is actually going to go to the deliverable. But ultimately, we only win when you win. So we want to get in the trenches with you, figure out what is the gap between where we are today and where we want to be. What is the investment we should be making on this? And then we build a partnership based on trust. We're going to do great work, but this is like launching a satellite. We have to get you out into orbit. We have to get you to where you want to be. And once we're there and we start orbiting the Earth a little bit, now we can figure out what do we need to do? How do we need to pivot? How do we need to build out even further? So another company might come in and tell you, hey, this is a 24 to 36 month project. I want to come in and say, it could take that long if budget kind of restricts us to that. However, we might be able to do all of that work in a shorter time frame for more of a project approach. All in all, what I'm trying to communicate is that I'm in this with you and I want to get to where you want to be at the pace that you want to get there. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more, if you're interested in talking, I want to take a deep dive into your business specifically. So if we do have a chance to connect, we're going to pull up your website, we're going to pull up your competitors, we're going to pull up a Google search for your keywords, and we're going to kind of piece together where are we today? Where do we want to be from a business standpoint? You've spent a lot of time getting your degree. You've spent a lot of time getting to the point where you actually are generating business. You've got your practice live, you've got everything rolling, but you fear you might be missing, additional leads that could be coming to you, or your competition shows up higher than you do for the terms that matter the most for your business. I want to try to help you get to where you ultimately want to be because you've already done most of the hard work. I can kind of get in the trenches with you and show you what's the path to getting those leads that you ultimately want. So if your SEO is not working for you the way that you want it to, if you haven't even begun that process, I'd love to talk with you. Fill out a form or book on my calendar link below. We'll take a deep dive into your business, into your competition, into your opportunity, put together a strategy that matters the most for you. So thanks so much. Again, my name is Scott. I'm the founder of EST Marketing Group, and I'm excited to chat with you. I'm excited that you're here.